We're looking at Egyptian symbolism in this video, and I want to show to you the connection of symbols and how symbols are programming. They hold history as well as they reinforce an idea. Symbols can adapt and morph over time, but overall, they are typically doing the same thing and having the same power. Okay. And if you are new to this channel, hi, I'm Karina, and what I do here is talk about astrology and decode our media programming. Okay, so one series that I have going on right now is a series called When Women Rule the World. Okay, this is about understanding the deep history and tapping into the mystery of when the pendulum swings. So typically, the pendulum is swinging over time. We study that and track that within astrology. And we can see now that we are moving into an era of where femininity will be more in dominion. In this, we're going to look at the symbols from a place of understanding that it is a choice that you've already made, but you can make even different choices once you have the knowledge. So these symbols, which come from astrology, which come from ancient days, right? The beginning and origin of how this concept of the matrix was formed. Okay, this is a part of it, and it's the symbols of astrology, which are the symbols of the gods, but also the symbols of the seasons. Okay. And seasons can be within a span of time that is short or long. So when we're talking about seasons and we look at ancient Egyptian symbols, then we can understand that we are not just talking about the springtime. When we look at these symbols, we're also looking at a space and time where this was more of a heightened belief or practice. And there are also different mystery schools that abide by certain seasons. There are different schools that cherish or honor or put on a pedestal one season over the other. So that is also something to take note in, and understanding that different schools of thought will create different types of programming, which means that they all might look different, but they're all going back to the same thing, which is your contract with the stars and your connection with the stars. Like the saying goes, it is written in the stars. So if you have endured that very long intro, then you now get the reward of knowing what the current topic at hand is. And that is that melanated women are cats. And I want to share with you guys that this is a part of the Egyptian programming of Sekhmet, right? And of Bast or Bastet. Okay? They are evoked through the cat spirit, through the symbolism, the makeup, and the molding of the cats. And so this is why we can see the difference in the bloodlines, okay? Because we will show you that the cat is a symbolism that is physical and spiritual. All right. So I'm showing you one of the most honorable symbolisms of the day right now. And this is why there's so much controversy on it. But that's because of the unknowing of where it all comes from. What I'm providing for you is images of what symbolism looks like and what it's showing back to you, what is mirroring back to you. Okay, and what the programming is. So this is this idea, and there's nothing wrong with it. I come from a place of neutrality as much as possible, of gray. And it's just showing you that we have a choice, but we don't have a choice, because the makeup is actually in your bloodlines. Okay. So this is the goddess Sekhmet. And you can see that it is almost identical, right, with that energy. So that is the ancient knowledge. Okay? So black women are melanated women. But I'll say black because some people understand that more comfortably. So, yeah, black women are cats. Okay? And you look at the word cat, right? It can be Qat as well. And the ka is this the energy of the life force. Ka. Okay? So that's that. Let me show you Bastet, okay? And let me show you Bastet as well in our programming. Okay, so as you can see, there is not a choice and there is a choice. Basically, you already made the choice. That's why you have to stay the course. Right. So black women are Qats, life force, right? But the Q is a very important letter. Let's look at the Chaldean numerology. Okay. And you'll see here that the Q is the 1. Okay. So Q is like the keys to the kingdom, as it's said, as it's written in the stars. You know, it's the contract of the symbols. Okay, so these are the two entities that are symbolizing symbolizing black women, which are the cats. Okay, Qat and Cat. Okay, so the story behind Sekhmet and Bastet is fairly simple in the sense that Sekhmet is the energy of protection. Okay, and Bastet is the energy of holding the secrets. Okay. Now, in ancient Egypt times, you know, these were actually schools of thought. So you would actually have the people who embodied one energy of the other be a part of different courses. Okay. So as you can see, a melanated woman of the more darker skin tone would be in match to Bastet. Okay, and then mixed tones would be in more match to Sekhmet. Sekhmet is protector of Ra, specifically when Ra is going down into the underworld. And that's why she has a sun on her head. Okay. Bastet also is depicted as doing the same thing. Okay, Bastet is the boat. Okay, and so Bastet is the keeper, the holder, and of mysteries. Okay, so that's the symbolism and the story there. And so different mystery schools would have people who depicted these symbols, you know, more so than others. So this is why you have the actual magic separation, you know, of light-skinned women, or, you know, who are more mixed versus dark-skinned women. But that's really just a lie, because they both embody, you know, all of the bloodlines. right? It's all mixed, especially at this point in time, in the history of the length of time that this matrix has been in order. At this point, everybody encompasses the bloodline. So melanated women in general are embodying both of these energies. But it's important to understand that in certain schools of thought that they were separated. Okay, and so this is what I'm talking about in Lovecraft. If you'll check out this video when I talk about the representation of these two between the sisters. Okay? We wear the mask that grins and lies. It shades our cheeks and hides our eyes. This debt we pay to human God with torn and bleeding hearts. Torn and bleeding hearts. Are you afraid of who you really are? Full of synthetic be all these hoes. I don't do contours, I like my big nose. Okay, so the last part here is for me to show you that melanated women are also trees. Okay, so let's take a look at these pictures here, and you'll see that you have a very similar matching and pairing of the symbolism and the connection to the tree. And so melanated women are also trees, which is why Alice in Wonderland symbolism is happening in the WAP videos, right? So those mystery schools, those places of thought are using that symbolism. So it looks different, but it's basically the same thing. Okay, this is why in Alice in Wonderland you have the cat and the tree. Okay, and the cat is in the tree.